Last period we have seen credit card operation, benefit of credit card to the card holder and to the merchant, cost of using credit card for the merchant, then debit card, then advantages and disadvantages of debit card, then difference between debit card and the credit card. What do you make credit card? Annette, what do you make credit card?
It is a piece of card that can be used to do our transactions.
Then what do you buy debit card? Tomlin,
Correct is a charge issued by the bank. The customer can buy goods.
okay. So next topic. So safe custody of valuables, locker operations, then remittances. Over. Next, our topic fee-based services. Fee-based services. So in that include issuing bank guarantee, issuing bank guarantee and letters of credit, letter of credit, issuing bank guarantee and a letter of credit. So we know that interest is the main source of income to the banking organization, banking company. Okay, it is the main income. So the main income of the business is getting interest from the which one public or those who took the loan from the bank. Okay, so that is their main income. So, but the last 20 years they changed which one because last 20 years the income, the interest income, it is reduced. Okay, so only some of the people are only are taking loan from the bank, so that's why our interest income is reduced. So the what they did, they changed their areas, okay, to the which activities, fee based activities, fee based activities, okay, non interest revenue. They converted their look their activities from fee-based product, interest income to the non-interest income, interest income to the non-interest income. Okay, means you look at that, the conventional wisdom in the banking industry is that earning from fee-based product are more stable than loans fee-based activities. So without giving loan, other activity, fee-based activity, that is a good activity. They understood. This more stable only, reduce bank risk. So for that purpose, they changed their activities from interest revenue to the fee-based services, fee-based services. Okay. So what are the two fee-based services? That is that I will teach bank guarantee and the letter of credit. Bank guarantee and the letter of credit. Okay. So next, so that only we will discuss types of business income. Types of business income. So you look, there are two broad source of business income or revenue. One is interest income. Okay, one is interest income or fund based income, fund-based income. Because for that we have to give amount, we have to give loan to the public, then only we will get interest. So that is interest income or fund-based income. Second is non-interest income, non-interest income or non-fund based income. Here we have no need to give any fund. Then from that activity we will get a revenue. Okay, so there are two business income, that is interest income and non-interest income. Otherwise, fund-based income and non-fund-based income. So already we are giving more importance to the fund-based income. So it is changed to the non-fund-based income. Okay, non-fund-based income. So now we will study what do you mean by non-interest income or non-fund-based income. So, so we are discussing that non-fund-based activities only. So what do you mean by non-interest income or non-fund-based income? You look at that, can easily understand. Non-fund facilities are those wherein immediate payment of money is not involved. No need to pay amount immediately. No need to give any amount. But here what they are doing, the bank gives a sort of support in the form of guarantee. Bank give a guarantee or promise or undertaking on behalf of the customer, on behalf of the applicant in favor of third parties. That is non-fund based income are those where payment of money is not, payment of funding is not involved. Here what banks are giving, they will give guarantee or promise in favor of the benefit, in favor of beneficiary on the request from the applicant. So on the request from the applicant, the bank gives a support or a guarantee in favor of third person, that is non-interest income or non-fund based activities. So here means if the customer fails to fulfill the agreed financial obligation or performance obligation, in this case, the bank pays the beneficiary the amount of guaranteed amount. Clear? Suppose I purchased goods from foreign country. I purchased goods from foreign country, but because now I have no any cash, liquid cash, then what I will do? I will approach my bank. So then my bank will give guarantee to the exporter, the foreign company beneficiary. So if the applicant, if I am not giving any amount at the time, at proper time, at the maturity date, then in this case, we will give and we will give the amount. So the bank liability when only will arise if I am failed to pay the amount on a time, then only their liability will arise. So if such a liability arises, if I am unable to pay, if I am failed to pay the amount, in this case, the non-funded credit facility becomes a funded facility. Correct? If example, if I am failed to pay the amount to the exporter, in this case, banks have to give. So in this case, that non-fund activity becomes the funded facility. Okay, non-funded credit facility becomes a funded facility because loans to the customer. So it is not loans to the customer. Yeah, the bank has to give amount to the beneficiary, to the exporter. In this case, it will be a funded facility. Okay, so it becomes a funded facility. So two facilities the banks are offering non-funded fee-based activities. That is letter of credit and bank guarantee. Okay, it will come under non-fund based or non-interest income. Letter of credit, bank guarantee, BG, and letter of credit. LC. Okay, bank guarantee and the letter of credit. Okay, so now next one, bank guarantee. Next, So letter of credit also there. Now fee-based product main bank guarantee and the letter of credit. So this is very important. It is a come under the syllabus. Okay. Bank guarantee. So what do you mean by bank guarantee? So you look at that example, if any construction contract, construction work, otherwise we want to which one purchase machinery from foreign country or from domestic country. So in this case, bank guarantee is very important. So you look at that. Suppose construction of road for government. So here we are making contact with the agreement with the government. Otherwise, any organization. Suppose uh, we started one establishment, construction work establishment. So from you, some of the people, six students, six people started one construction work. So they want to which one they make contract with the which one government to construct the road, but the government don't know about you. Okay, so in this case, your bank will give guarantee to the government. They will perform. That is a performance guarantee. So lot of guarantees are there: financial guarantee, performance guarantee, okay, advance payment guarantee, guarantee, deferred payment guarantee that you will study. So here means suppose construction work means bank will give guarantee. They will perform the task. If they are not performing, means bank have to compensate the that government. Otherwise, a purchase of machinery from any person from foreign country or from domestic country. So here, if they don't know about the credit worthiness of the credit worth ability to pay the liability of a debtor means in this case also on the request from the debtor applicant, the bank will give guarantee to the seller. Okay, this is the bank guarantee. Clear now? So, so here means one thing you have to remember: when only bank liability will arise if the applicant fails to pay the amount. Otherwise, no problem. Otherwise, they are getting some fees from a non-refundable fees for undertaking guarantee. Otherwise, for bank guarantee, they will accept the which one deposits from the applicant. Okay. Okay. In addition to that, they will charge a non-refundable which one fees. Okay. So next, so what do you mean by bank guarantee? So already we said it is a non-fund credit facility. It is a non-fund credit facility. So it is an unconditional commitment. Unconditional commitment on the part of the bank. It is an unconditional commitment on the part of the bank on behalf of the customer. Okay. Unconditional commitment on the part of the bank on behalf of the customer to pay another person a certain sum of money, when if the applicant fails to pay. If the applicant fails to pay, that is bank guarantee. Okay, it is an unconditional commitment on the part of the bank to pay on behalf of the customer to pay a third person, another person, a certain sum of money in case the applicant fails to pay. That is which one guarantee, bank guarantee. Okay, so it is an agreement between three parties. It is an agreement between three parties. What are the parties? Bank, okay, bank, then which one? Applicant, then the beneficiary. Okay, bank, applicant, beneficiary. Okay, bank, applicant, beneficiary. Beneficiary means party to whom the guarantee is given. Okay, what do you mean by applicant? A party who seek the guarantee from the bank. That is which one? Applicant. So this is an agreement between three parties. Okay, so it is said that it is an important banking arrangement that plays a very important role in promoting international and domestic trade. International and domestic trade. So what is by contract of guarantee? So it is set up under the contract at 1872. It is set up according to the contract at 1872. So what is a contract of guarantee? A contract to perform the promise or discharge the liability of the third person in case of his default. Okay, a contract of guarantee is a contract to perform the promise, or discharge the liability of a third person in case of his default. That is bank guarantee. Okay, this is a contract to perform the promise or discharge the liability of the person in case of his default. Okay, so when we are setting the guarantee, so the creditor, the seller who is not sure about the solvency of the debtor, solvency of the applicant, so protect himself against default by the applicant to pay the debt. In this case, the borrower, the applicant pays a fixed amount to the bank for giving a guarantee. Okay, so guarantee is a guarantee fee is just a non-interest income to the bank. Okay, guarantee fee is the non-fee. Guarantee fee. Guarantee fee is the non-interest income or non-interest income to the bank. Guarantee fee. So for that, for undertaking guarantee, we are taking amount from the applicant. That is, it is a non-interest income to the bank. Okay, so it is a bank guarantee is a tool to perform the obligation under the contract. Okay, so that is about the bank guarantee. Okay, that is to contract to perform the promise or discharge the liability of a third person in case of his default. That is one bank guarantee. Next one, parties to the guarantee. Parties to the guarantee. Guarantor, principal debtor, beneficiary. Guarantor, principal debtor, beneficiary. So already you know that guarantor means bank or financial institutions that who issues a letter, which one who issues a letter of guarantee. This which one guarantor, bank only, or a financial or a person who issues a letter of credit. That which contains his commitment to pay a sum of money of the principal default, the applicant default. That is a guarantor, the person or a bank or financial institutions who issues a letter of guarantee, letter of guarantee. So he is the guarantor. Next one, principal debtor. So he is the person, is the debtor who has the obligation to pay the amount, to pay the amount, to pay the amount. So that person is called a principal debtor. Principal debtor is the person who has the obligation to pay the amount of the contract, to be pay the amount. Next one, beneficiary. Already I said the party to whom the guarantee is given. Otherwise, is the creditor of the principal debtor in whose favor the guarantee is given. Party to whom the guarantee is given. That is called beneficiary. Okay, is the creditor of the principal debtor in whose favor the guarantee is given. That is which one beneficiary. Okay, so these are the parties to a guarantee: guarantor, bank, applicant, and beneficiary. Bank, applicant, and beneficiary. Next one, bank guarantee process. How? So you look at that. Bank guarantee is issued by a bank on the receipt of request from the applicant. Very step. On the receipt of request from the applicant, then only they will issue the bank guarantee. He promised to pay guaranteed amount towards some purpose or underlying transaction to the beneficiary. Okay, if the applicant defaults, if the applicant defaults. So here means bank guarantee when only it will come into force. So if the applicant fails to pay the amount, while granting the guarantee facilities on behalf of the borrower, the bank would assess the financial position of the borrower as well as the technical ability, experience in the lane, reputation of the borrower to complete that contract satisfactorily. So before giving the guarantee, they will ask our credit worthiness. They will inquire about our credit worthiness, ability to pay the liabilities. They will ask. Then your experience, whenever you had taken any loan from any bank, your repayment history, everything they will ask before giving guarantee. Otherwise, it will be a loss to the bank. Next, while issuing guarantees, the bank charges their non-refundable guarantee fees. They won't refund that amount from the borrower. This constitutes bank's non-interest-based income. Okay. So here what they specify the first one, they are giving guarantee on the request from the applicant. Then before giving guarantee, they will check our credit worthiness, applicant credit worthiness. Next, for that they will charge one fees that is that is non-refundable. They won't refund to the applicant. Next, in case of foreign bill, so it is another, in case of foreign bill, foreign bank guarantee, apart from the three parties, there is also a correspondent bank. There is also a correspondent bank. Parties to a foreign bank guarantee, one more bank is there, correspondent bank. When only correspondent bank will come? If a bank does not have any branch in some foreign country. Suppose, if example, any bank, if you take, suppose any corporation bank or syndicate bank, so our bank account is with the syndicate bank. So they have no branches in the foreign country. Means what they will do? They will approach one more bank, SBA. That corporation, that syndicate bank will approach SBA. So through that way, if you issue that with one bank guarantee, that is called. So that's why it's telling in the case of foreign bank guarantee, so one more person will come, that is correspondent bank. So the bank does all the required due diligence from activities, financial and business analysis before issuing the guarantee. Before issuing the guarantee. Next one more bank is there, correspondent bank. Next one, this bank agreement act as an undertaking assuring the beneficiary to the bank would pay the specified amount. That same only in case of its applicant default in meeting his obligation as mentioned in the guarantee. So what in effect, the bank guarantee act as a promise that in case the liability of the debtor or applicant is not met, if the applicant fails to pay the amount, then the liability will be met by the bank. And if they are not, if they are failed to pay the amount to the beneficiary, in this case, the liability will arise. This liability will arise. So the bank liability will arise to compensate the beneficiary. Okay. So this bank guarantee is an independent contract, and independent from the contract that exists in between the beneficiary and the applicant. It is not that a contract, it is independent from that contract. Okay. Already we purchased goods, that is contract between the beneficiary and the applicant. This one bank guarantee is a contract between, so it is an independent contract. Okay. It is an independent contract. One, in addition to the which one existing, that contract is between the beneficiary and the applicant. Okay. So that is about the which one bank guarantee process. So here one thing only remember, after request from the applicant only, they will issue the bank guarantee. So before issuing the bank guarantee, they will check the credit worthiness of the banker. Then they will charge one fees, that is non-interest based income. That is only a bank guarantee process. Okay. This is a parties in case of for bank, one more one more party will participate, that is correspondent bank. Okay. Remaining we know that that is not the bank guarantee. No need to do the bank guarantee process. Sorry. Okay. Next one, features of a bank guarantee. Okay. Features of a bank guarantee. Look, these are the features. Guarantee is always issued for a specific amount. Specific amount that they will specify in the letter of guarantee. Okay, it is always issued for a specific amount. Next one, the purpose of the guarantee is clearly stated. The letter of guarantee, the purpose of the guarantee. It is a performance guarantee, that is, it is a financial loan guarantee, that is, then guarantee is valid for a definite period, specific definite period. So that will be specified in the letter of guarantee. After that, the bank have no any liability. Okay, guarantee is valid for a specific definite period. Then next one, the grace period allowed to enforce guarantee rights is also stated in the guarantee. Grace period, in addition to the which one guarantee period, if extra any 3 days or extra days if it is given, if any grace period is given means that also they will state in the letter of guarantee. So these are the features of which one valid guarantee. One, guarantee is always issued for a specific amount. Then the purpose of the guarantee is always clearly stated. Then the guarantee is for valid for a specific definite period. Then the grace period allowed to enforce guarantee right is also stated in the guarantee. So we know that it is the guarantee is a terms of contract between the bank and the beneficiary. It is a contract between agreement. What is the contract? Agreement enforceable by law. It is a legally fit agreement that is called the contract. Okay, so it is a contract between the bank and the beneficiary. So here the beneficiary will write the clause one content for what, for charging penal interest in case of which one, delayed payment. If example, if they make a delayed payment, so they have a right to get interest also. Okay, that also they will specify in the letter of credit. Okay, so it is essential for the, it is very important for the bank to be cautious while giving guarantee to the applicant. So they have to check their creditworthiness, the ability to repay the liabilities on time. That they have to check. Then they have to sign the letter of credit. Otherwise, we have to pay the amount plus the penal interest penalty that we have to give. Okay, so that we have to remember while giving guarantee to the applicants. Okay, that is about which one features of guarantee. Okay, next one, types of guarantee. So before that, one more time I will tell. So first we discussed fee-based activities. Now they changed their activities from fund-based activities to non-fund-based activities. So the types of business income, interest income, and non-interest income, fund-based income while giving loan, or non-fund-based income. Okay. Next we studied non-interest income or non-fund-based income. Non-interest income or non-fund-based income. So what do you by non-interest income or non-fund-based income? Are those activities where fund activities, what do you by fund activities, are those where an immediate payment of money is not involved. Here what they are giving, bank gives guarantee or undertaking, okay, on behalf of the customer in favor of the third party. Okay, so that is which one, non-interest income. Here they will charge the amount from the applicant, that is called that is a non-interest income to the bank. So next one, non-interest income to the bank. So two non-fund activities are there: bank guarantee and the letter of credit. Difference you have to study. So next one, bank guarantee. We know that it is a commitment on the part of the bank to pay on behalf of the customer, to pay to the beneficiary in case the applicant fails to pay. That is which one, bank guarantee. Bank guarantee. That is about a bank guarantee. So it is an agreement between three parties, that is bank, applicant, and the beneficiary. Then we said that if example when we are giving guarantee, if the creditor is not sure about the debtor. Okay. So in this case, for protecting the creditor, so they will ask guarantee from the debtor's bank. Okay. So for that purpose, the borrower, the applicant pays some amount to the bank for giving guarantee. So it is a non-interest income. It is a non-interest income. Sometimes, if example, if the applicant fails to pay the amount at the time of maturity, in this case, so what they have to do, the beneficiary have to give, which one, they have to give a letter or a call to the bank. What the applicant fails to pay the amount, so you have to give the amount. So the reason also they have to specify. Suppose if the bank receive the claim from the beneficiary, if the bank receive the claim from the beneficiary, so in this case, so it will result in BG, bank guarantee invocation. That you have to remember, bank guarantee invocation. Okay, so so it is valid for a specific period. The bank guarantee is valid for a specific period. That we know that. So suppose if which one if the bank receive the claim from the beneficiary, so that is called bank guarantee invocation. If the applicant failed to pay the amount, so that beneficiary what they have to give, they have to give a claim to the which one bank. So specifying that the amount we didn't get the amount from that applicant, so you have to give amount. Okay, the reason also they have to specify. So in this case, it results in BG invocation. Okay, then parties to the guarantee, guarantor to the bank who issues the letter of guarantee. Debtor means is the applicant who has the obligation to pay the amount to the beneficiary. So beneficiary means the party to whom the guarantee is given is the creditor of the debtor, simple debtor. So next one, bank guarantee process on request from the applicant only. The bank is giving guarantee. So before giving guarantee, they will check the credit worthiness. Then only they will give the guarantee. So for that purpose, they are charging some amount that is non-interest based income. Next one, features of a valid guarantee. Guarantee is always issued for a specific amount, and the purpose of the guarantee is clearly stated. Then guarantee is valid for a specific definitive period. Then grace period allowed to enforce the guarantee right is also stated in the guarantee. Okay, so it is over. Then one thing you have to remember, you don't forget. Monday you have accountancy class test, chapter 1, accounting for not for profit organization. Okay, so then you have to today you have to go through that which one for 10 minutes you have to go through the subhead items. Okay, okay, that is okay. Okay, thank you.